Good day guys, being here. Today let's try some urban design. Okay, so the reason why I didn't post any of urban design is because I don't usually do this at my work. But yeah, let's have a try. So I think can be quite simple, so something like this, right? We might need some graphics, software to make it look this good, but we can definitely model this. We can probably use we can use Toposolid, and for all the landscape thing, with previously it's called subregion. I think now it's called subdivision. And modeling place massing for the buildings, and yeah, so trees can be tricky because the Revit tree is quite very simple. But anyway, so let's have a try. So we have this Revit 2025. I still use 2023 at work, so I don't have a lot of opportunity to use 2025 to use Toposolid, but let's try. Okay, so now first I'm going to just create some aside, right? So to create maybe I'll just do a rectangular shape. So let's say that's the side. Okay, so and then what's next? Okay, so we can do some subdivision. Yeah, okay, so let's do some subdivision. So previously it's called subregion. So I noticed that because previously we when we do subregion we can't overlap, but now we can, so which is good. I'm not sure if it's new to 2024 or 2025, but at least it's there. All right, so let's do another one. So it will give you a warning, but still it works. Great. So okay, so subdivision. So let's play some road, for example. Okay, so I'll just double click on this, edit this, or maybe delete this. I'll just do some random lines. For example, let's just draw some lines maybe. So that's the boundary line, and internal some footpath, something like this. Maybe this one go there. Not too complicated, just a little bit. Maybe like this. Okay, so and then of course we can't just we need to have some looks like it's 5 meters, so these sides are too small, so sorry about that. So I'll cancel this. I'll increase this side a little bit. I'll just delete this subdivision for now. I'll maybe just increase this side a little bit. Okay, so yeah. Now let's just do a subdivide, and I'll just do some boundary row and some internal maybe like this. Okay, so and then I'll use offside for the boundary one and for the internal. So maybe I'll change the width, maybe 4 meters, for example. Footpath, or some maybe some footpath even narrower, 3 meters, for example. This one 3 meters, and some 4-meter road. Okay. Okay, so 5 meters still. Yeah, let's just make some wider. Okay, and then that we need to, trim them. Maybe it's too. Maybe this should go there. I don't know. Let's just do this. Okay. Maybe this should go there. Go there. Go there. Okay. So now we need to trim them, right? First split SL. So for example, this intersection, we can just SL first, 1, 2, 3, 4, and trim TR, and then we have something like this. Alright, so you can still adjust them if you want to, and here SL, TR, SL, TR, SL, TR. Alright, so we can probably just close here, and SL, TR, SL here, TR, SL 1, 2, 3, 4, TR 1, 2, 3, 4, SL and SL. Yeah, it's probably not the best way of doing this, but if you know a better way, yeah, please let me know. Okay, so trim, and trim. Just close this end. Almost finished. Oops, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, so once all closed, so we can finish. Now we have some, let's have a look in 3D views. Okay, so because in Revit 2020 subdivision, so I believe it should be the same in 2024. So we can have thickness, right? So we can change the thickness to them. So which is good. We can, so for example, we have a some side, and then the road we can have a curve, so at different height, so which is good, I think. But in this case, we probably want the road to be lower than the side, right? So that's okay. What we can do is we can probably just, because currently this one's a road, right? So if we edit sketch and just delete, hang on, should we delete? Let me just do this. I'll copy, Control C first, okay, and then I'll just edit and tab, select, delete, finish. Now we have the site, right? So we have all the site, and for the site, maybe I'll just give it a green color material. So let's just rename, maybe call it green, and I'll just use graphics. Okay, so if you need realistic the color, actually let's just do realistic. I'll just use a green, very light green. I'll just make it a little bit dark because we might need to adjust the lighting. So because if you choose the green too light, when you increase the light, it become white. Okay, so yeah, we might need to come back later, and then I'll just match the color. So now both in shade view, and also if we need to use realistic view, for example, if we need to see those Revit trees, we might need to use realistic view, and then it will be green as well. But for now, let's just use shade because it's faster to run compared to realistic, right? So now we have this side, and then I'll just paste in the same place, because previously we copied the previous subdivision. I'll just paste along in same place. Okay, so now does not appear to overlap any Toposolid with appropriate face and design option. Oh, what's this? Cannot be ignored. Now does not appear to overlap any. Interesting. I have no idea. This is new construction. This is new construction. Why? Let me try Control V, and then maybe I'll just place it somewhere. Typing 0. Ah, still doesn't work. Appear to overlap. Interesting. Control V. This subdivision now does not appear to overlap any subsolid, but we have a Toposolid below. How about this? I'll cancel this one, delete. What if I increase the size of this a little bit, finish, and paste in the same place still? Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. Any tops? I don't know what's going on here. So let me how can we get that back? So what if we hang on, let me just, if I move this away, okay, I'll move it to here and then paste in same place. Still doesn't work. So it's not because of this. How about Control V? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Maybe let's Control Z all the way back to here. It works, right? So maybe I will keep this one because I want this one to be the road, right? So especially those. So I'm going to change the color of this. So maybe just add a material. I'll just call this road. Okay, so give it a gray color. So maybe that gray, light gray. Maybe this one. 128. I call it 128 gray. And then I'll try to paste in the same place. Okay, it doesn't work. That's fine. So let's just do this. CS, create similar. Oh, it doesn't work. That's fine. Again, select the Toposolid. Or let's just manually add those sites. Okay, so subdivision, because at least we now can select all the boundary of other subdivision. Because previously, when we in 2023. When we only have top surface and sub-region, we can't do this. We can't pick edge. So it's very, very hard to, and also we can't have overlapping sub-region. So it's very hard to use. Sometimes we have to, in a floor plan, do some fill region there. So we can, have something to pick. Okay, so now let's have a look here. This is default thickness. This is, we changed this one to 150, right? So now maybe I'll just make it 300 so we can have 150 difference. For the side, I'll just type in green. So we can have, did I type it wrong? No green material. That's fine. Create new green. Okay. Where is it? Green, right? Appearance, I change this one to a green color. Okay. And then I'll just use a matching color. Matching color for the graphic. Oh, that's very yellow. Let's change this to something like this. Okay. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Okay, so now we have this. So we have some for the outside, maybe for the the default material for this Toposolid. So let's have a look. There's no material, so that's fine. So we can probably just give it a material, so at least it's just differentiate from our side. Okay, I'll just give it a white color, so maybe just white, and go to graphic. I'll just match that color. So now it's white, right? So yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, if you need to, you increase the size, no problems, right? So increase the size of this side. Okay, so now we have this side, and we can start to have some buildings, right? Some buildings. So very simple. We can use model in place mass. Okay, so and then to create those extrusions, we can just use a reference line. So I'm going to just draw on work plan, so we can use the ground floor as our work plan, and then we can start to draw some like shape. So for example, I'll just do something like this, 10 meter, yeah, something like this. So so it disappears because the ground level is at 0, and because we have the height, we have 300 thickness for those subdivision, right? So we can probably just change to wireframe, so we can see, at least we can see them, or we can what do we do? Let me just finish this one. Or another option is, let me change the shade SD. We can also maybe make this one negative 300. So the level, the ground floor level match the surface of this side. Okay, see subdivision 300, right? So okay, so let's continue. Oh, where's my, oh, sorry. Because that mass only contains reference lines which are invisible, so we won't be able to pick. I think we can probably go to let's go to family under mass. I think this is the one, but how can I select it? Let me right click, select all instance, visible in view. Okay, so now we have it selected, and then we just edit in place. Okay, so this is how you can select this invisible family through here. Okay, so now we can select all the reference line. We can create a form. So Revit will it depends on the size of this reference line. It will just to give you a certain height, and then you can adjust the height to whatever you like. Okay, so something like this. Okay, I'm happy, and then continue. So you can, I suggest you just model them separately. So for example, one building finish, select it, CS, create similar, or you just go here, or select it, go here, create similar CS, and then you can create a second one. So, and then we just continue reference, draw a work plan, just do a different shape. So for example, this time I'm just going to do something like this, and maybe even just add another one here, right? And then we can select this, create a form, and then adjust the height. Right, so create a form, adjust the height. Okay, so and then once again finish, select it, CS, create similar. You can also try different shapes. So for example, you can use spline. So let's just do some interesting shape, and then we can just offset maybe 10 meter. I'm not sure, 10 meter. Can we? We can't. Yeah. So which means the the curvature of just too sharp, right? So I'll try to reduce try to make it, I don't know what's the terminology for this one, but yeah. Okay, so let's try again. See, offset 10 meter. Okay, so this time it works, but it's not. Yeah, it's quite ugly. But anyway, so let's just finish this. Why they are black? Because they are model line. You can change them into reference line. Yeah, it's onto our road. That's fine. Let's rotate it a little bit. Move it to here. Okay, I think that's better. And then we can probably add something else. This time a circle here, and now we can just build this up, right? So and then okay, so another building. So okay, so that's another one. Maybe increase this a little bit. Okay, so and then finish, and then create another one. So select it, CS. So let's just quickly fill up here. Okay, so so this time let's just do maybe just this. I'll leave this area for maybe a park maybe. So this is another building. So very simple shape. Select it, create a form, and also you can push and pull on. Let me what? No, it's not working. I think you can do it once you finish it. Yeah, that's only one. Let's try this. Same. Not sure. I think we probably do this one. So you just push and pull the reference line, and you will be able to adjust. And also I think it might be different if you use model line. Let's try. So this time let's try CS again. So you can also use model line for the building, for the profile. So maybe I'll just do something like this. Okay, so and then create a form, and then I'll try. Yeah, so you can see if you use model line instead of reference line, you can push and pull any of these surface, right? So you can even do this. You can create, so only move certain edge. So you don't need it doesn't need to be like an extrusion. It can be like a blend shape, right? So can go inside, something like that, to create some more interesting shape, right? So it's not an extrusion anymore. But if you use reference line to create, so which means these reference lines are always there. So you can't really. Maybe you can just do something like it's locked. Maybe let's unlock it and see what happens. Still. Yeah, you can do a little bit, but yeah, the model line is still there to control this shape. Okay, so maybe I'll just add another 2 building here. So this one go like this. Okay. I think that's it's not very interesting. Let's change some heights. Just go up a little bit, go down a little bit. Maybe this should go up. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, just go down. Yes, so this is it. So maybe I'll stop here. So now, so the material, so currently these materials, because we don't have any material when we create these buildings, it's always by category, and because this is it's a form subcategory under massing, so it's using the default material. So you can go to manage object style under mass, and then so this is the default material Revit will use for any of your massing if you don't assign a material to them. So what we can do it for this one, so we probably want to so you can change. So let me just duplicate this white. I'll just use this one. So you can change this setting so it become a solid material, right? But I think sometimes it will be better to, this one looks quite solid, right? So because, and one thing about material is if you want to use shadow, you have to use 100% solid material. If you use, like if I go back to object style and go mass, change this form, if I change the okay, so currently because I ticked this use random appearance and other appearance there's no transparency, so this is 100% solid, which is 0% transparency. If I untick this one, so we can adjust this one transparency. Okay, so for example, if I just even type 1, and this will make the shadow go away. Okay, so which means if you want to have shadow, you need to have solid material. Okay, so I will, for now, I'll just change this one to 0 transparency, make it solid for now. So next, what can we do? Let's add some trees. So we all know that Revit trees are very basic, right? So it's some people say, oh, they are ugly as hell. I think they are okay because it's it's simple, right? It won't use a lot of resource, like it won't slow down your computer, so I think they are good. And also if you really want to make them look more like trees, you can always use realistic, and then it's no, I don't like them. So I prefer just you can always override them. So because currently they are just gray color. It's very it's quite it's not looking good. So what we can do is we can change the color by just graphic override them, right? So you can just make them we know that if we add any transparency, it will lose the shadow. That's something we can't control. So maybe you can just try to use a very light green. So yes, still not very, but yeah, that's the best we can, right? So yeah, you can just have a play with, if you don't mind about the shadow, you can always make them translucent. So maybe just add a little bit more green color, something like that. And then because we have the black color boundary line, so maybe just make them same, like green color will make it better, I don't know. So yeah, but I don't mind like having tree like this one, because it's just indicative, right? So telling you that there are trees there. So okay, so next, what's next? So I think that's yeah, of course we can just graphic settings quite important as well, right? So you can always try to make these look nicer by just adding some ambient shadow, or what do we do? Yeah, no, this is not. Maybe just change the lighting, make it brighter. Oh, that's too much. So now you can see if yeah, sometimes you might need to adjust the color. I think this is okay. Yeah, background, something like that. But for this one, we probably don't need. I think that's okay. Yeah, one more thing. So a lot of time we can see all those, see those floor lines. So this is quite useful when you have tall buildings. So right, so if you have some tall buildings and you want to see all some levels, right, and we can quite easily do that. So we just need to, let's just select this level for now. I'll just right click and maximize 3D extent. So, and then we can just go to the elevation view, not real elevation, just elevation 3D view. So you can adjust the level for I think for a commercial building should be more than that, right? So I don't know how. I'll just increase this a little bit. So, and then just copy them, right? So you can also copy multiple of them, as long as you cover all the all the building. Yeah, I think that's enough. And then we can select all our building. Oh, sorry. Our buildings, and then just create mass floor. Select shift, select all, finish, and then this will create mass floors. So now, because we have the mass floor which are solid, right? So now we can actually have the building material translucent. So I think it will make them look nicer. So let's do it. Mass, go form, click on here. So let's try to give them 10% transparency. Click OK, apply. So that's that. Okay, so you can still see the shadow from the floor. Yeah, it looks like 10% is really too much. I don't know. Let's try. Maybe even just 1% or 5%, 3%. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, so let's try. No, probably not. Yeah, you can always try play with all these settings. So even you can create. Sometimes I do this. So create a line style with a different, because all these lines are just black line, right? So sometimes you want some line, but probably not black. You can also create a line type and then use silhouette to highlight those boundary. And I think that's it. So yeah, I think this is okay. Personally, I'm happy with this. So, but yeah, if you want, we can just turn off the levels. Yeah, I think better. So yeah, if you want to, you can always for the half tone them. So maybe just do some Photoshop. Yeah, so I think that's all. Yep. If you if you did something wrong, please let me know. Okay, so I'm not very experienced on this topic. So yep. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.